All right, first talk about media coverage of this. As I mentioned, this story broke on Friday. It should have been headlining news over the weekend, and yet the mainstream media seemed to use the fact that it broke on Friday as a reason to completely ignore it.
Of course, though, frankly, even if it had broken on Monday, they would have ignored it as well. I think we all know at this point that the mainstream media are not fair players. Frankly, I think this is President Trump's longest lasting legacy, more important even than the judges. It's that he has exposed the media as being simple partisan team players for Democrats. So they will cover stories that are helpful to Democrats. They will ditch stories that are harmful to Democrats, particularly in an election year. But just go back even to the Russia story in the first place. The mainstream media and the Democrats never had any problem with the idea of colluding with Russia. Democrats have been colluding with Russia in this country all the way back to Walter Duranty and all the way up as recently as Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton most famously pulling out the misspelled reset button during her tenure as Secretary of State. They never cared about that at all. All of a sudden, Donald Trump is elected, and they want some excuse, and they find a convenient one in this Russia hoax. What I think we need to pay attention to here is that we've heard a number of names associated with the Russia hoax. We've heard names like Andy McCabe. We've heard names like Peter Strzok or Lisa Page. And I think what the media have tried to do, even as they downplay Russia, is say that, okay, fine, this was limited to a few text messages between these adulterous FBI agents. That is not true. And I think, frankly, what we're seeing here is the beginning of the story, not the end. Who heard this name Kleinsmith before? Probably none of us. How many more people are implicated? And I think an important question as we look toward November, where a high-level Obama administration official is running for president as the Democrat nominee, the question is, how high does this go?